Man, these are crazy markets, aren't they, traders? There's booms, there's busts, there's sideways, there's quietness, there's about to be breakouts, there's big crashes coming. There's so much in these markets right now. And there's some of the things I'm going to be talking to you about in today's video. Traders, if you do need some help, then grab access to my free trading course. You can see on the screen there right now. It's for free, and I'll go through all that. In fact, the very first video you get for free is walking you through exactly step by step my trading system that I use every day in the markets. So you can start to apply it in your own trading today. So, and it's for free, guys, all right? Get the help you need, right? Bit of a Christmas gift for you guys. Get the help you need. Stop guessing, get some help. Anyway, so let's go have a look across these markets here, guys. Let's start off with the good old gold and silver from here. The one thing I'm noticing here one thing I really want to sort of touch on here is the way that I personally trade, and you'll be able to see when you actually see the details to my trading system in that link in the description there. But one of the big things that I'm always trying to do is the way that I personally trade, I don't like to be part of markets that aren't actually moving in any direction, right? So when the market's going sideways and there's a lot of indecision, I don't like to be part of those markets. Right? I like to be part of markets, or I like to be the way that I trade is I'm getting into trade when there's starting to be a movement in a direction. The momentum in a direction is either up or down. That's the way that I personally trade. And for you guys that trade the sideways periods, like for example, like right now with silver. Silver right now is just, it's crazy, right? Look at this here. There's like trying to trade silver right now. It's like toss a coin, 50-50 bet, right? It's because look at all this in here. So trying to trade silver right now is very, and well, for me anyway, right? This is for me anyway. You guys obviously doing what you're doing there, but for me personally, I don't like to be getting involved with markets that aren't moving, aren't actually starting to trend, aren't actually, because the idea of trading, right, is we want to get into a position that's likely to make a nice move, right? So whenever the market's doing this here, for me personally, I just don't get involved with it. And that's the thing with silver. Silver's still just doing nothing through here. So when a market is doing nothing at all, it's not doing anything at all in the markets, the best thing to do is stay away from that and go find something that is trending, that is likely to make a nice move, and then get involved with that, right? Let's go look at gold through here. And gold is another market that I've sort of been focusing on through here. And the one thing that, for me personally, traders, okay? And again, I'm saying that a few times this year, because this is about how I personally trade. And I personally do quite well from trading, right? I'm very, very happy with my results. If you'd like to actually see my actual real equity curve for this year, if you go to getjohnshelp.com, that's the application for my coaching program for 12 months if you actually want to apply for that. But if you scroll down a little bit on that page, I think it's the third link in the description, scroll down a little bit on that page, and then you'll be able to see my real equity curve for this year, ending just at the end of last month, right? I've got to update it for this month here, but I'm trying to show you that the stuff that I use, I actually incorporate into my own trading. And again, you'll be able to see my real equity curve so you can see that what I do and how I trade, right? So the thing about gold right now, and this is one thing I really wanted to share with you here. One of the things, remember I said before, one of the things when we're actually trading, we want to be getting involved with something that has, I call it momentum, right? There's momentum behind the markets here. And so for trading purposes, which unfortunately, I think of most people that trade the markets, and probably most of you guys watching this video right now, you don't have any sort of system or approach of your following, right? You're just guessing. It's one of the reasons why you probably find trading hard, right? But one of the techniques that I use is I like to use a moving average or moving averages on the screen, right? So let me just bring this chart up here. Let me just bring on one simple moving average. Let's call it the 24 moving average, okay? And whenever the moving average is trending in any direction, that's where momentum is. Therefore, that's what I want to be trading with. Makes sense, right? Now, obviously, I have a lot more steps than just that, but let's simplify the process, right? Simplify the process. So let's look at this here. So when the moving average is flat, see how the moving average is pretty flat through here? Not really trending at all. guess what? We have no momentum in the markets. So I use the moving average momentum, right? The moving average momentum. Now, here's the thing, okay? Whenever I'm looking at the markets, because again, guys, I'm trying to use things to stack the odds on my side even more, right? Now, what you don't want to do with your own personal trading is you don't want to then start to overlay like too many of these indicators, because now you're confused about what to do, right? Because think about it, right? We have a 50-50 chance of being successful in the markets. If we can overlay some simple analysis like, okay, are we in an upward trend, yes or no? If we are, then I can go long. And then we can overlay simple things like, say, the moving average. If the moving average is trending up, then we know what to do, right? If we go through here and the moving average starts to flatten out, then we say, okay, I'm not going to get involved with that, because I only trade when there's strong momentum. Because when there's strong momentum, right? When there's strong momentum in the market, moving average, then I know I have a much better chance of being successful, right? Because that's what we're looking for, right? We're just looking for trades that's likely to move, right? So getting involved, see how the moving average is flat through here? When this happens, I evacuate. And I get out of the building, right? What I'm looking for is, again, I'm looking for the moving average to be trending either up or down to give me some form of momentum within that market. Therefore, I have a good chance of it actually moving, right? Because if you try to trade all through here, there and there and there and there and there, and all of these sections through here, guess what's happening? You're getting chewed up, right? So when that happens, guess what? Now this is for trading purposes, okay? I'm getting some people in the chat box talking about trading and investing. This is not trading, guys. Investing in gold, you're buying gold and holding it for 10 years. Who cares about what I say on a short-term technical level basis? Oh, the technical level support says it's going to go down. Who cares about that, right? You're an investor. What is an investor? You buy it, you hold it. Who cares what's going to happen on the short-term level basis? That's investing approach. What I'm talking about is the short-term TA looking for opportunities so we can make cash flow, baby. Cash flow throughout the entire year, right? And when I say cash flow, I simply means looking for opportunities through the year that we can identify to actually make a nice income for this year. Make sense? So I'm not I've dropped my probability way down if I'm getting involved with this bit all through here, because the moving average is flat, right? So a lot of the times I've talked about trend analysis in the past, but I'm trying to simplify the process for you to show you that one of my rules anyway, this is my rules anyway, okay guys? Again, if you go to getjohnshop.com, third link in the description there, you can actually see my real equity curve about what I've actually done this year, right? So if you think I'm full of shit or whatever, and you know, like, I'm just showing you the techniques that I like to use when identifying opportunities in the markets, okay? That really does help me. And again, you don't want to be overlaying too many indicators, because now you're going down the road of confusion, right? Because yeah, if you do have the moving average and then you have all these other things, now you're very, very confused. So when the moving average starts to trend in a direction, right? Look at this here. From there to there, we started the trend up, and then we actually really started to see how we overall were trending up to the upside through there. Guess what? Now I'm looking for longs. Why? Because the moving average is now trending in a direction. Makes sense, right? So this, if you can just learn one thing, forget the 1,000 different indicators you're using right now, okay? Trading is not that difficult, right? We have a 50-50 chance of doing well. If we can apply two simple things. Firstly, what's the trend? Okay, if the trend is doing this, guess what? What is the trend? There's no trend. So therefore, I can't go long or short. The end, right? Go find another market. Go find a crypto market. Go find a crypto stock. Go find an individual stock. Go find an gold, whatever, right? Or silver, or mining stock, like whatever, right? Go find something else that is doing that. The trend. I only trade when there's a trend in place. So remember, we have a 50-50 chance of being successful. Now, if we can just wait for some form of a trend to be in place where we actually start to break out of no trend. Now we actually wait for a trend. Guess what? Now we've increased our what? From 50-50 to like what? 60-40? Call it 60%, right? Now we've increased our success rate by 60% just by waiting for the market to start trending and jumping on that trend. Now we've increased our success rate from 50% to 60%. What if we started doing that and overlaid a moving average through here? And what we did is we waited for the market to pull back to the moving average, And this is where we're looking for a good trading opportunity, right? Trading opportunities where you get in, get out, hold for a few days, for a few weeks. That's the way I like to trade. What if we did that? Oh, now we've increased our success rate from 60% say to 70%, right? And then we can fine tune a lot more to increase it even more from there. But I just increase your success rate by using two simple rules in the market to give you a 70% win-loss ratio. Actually, you know what? By doing that, what I just said there, the trend analysis, strong moving average, and waiting for the market to pull back to the moving average first before we get going again, right? Pull back to the moving average, get going again. Pull back to the moving average to get going again. Again, this is for the trade here. This is for the trade here. Those three rules, trend, the moving average in a direction, and then waiting for the market to pull back first. And then we're looking for, when the market pulls back to the moving average, when we're in an upward trend, the moving average is trending up, and we pull back to it through there, guess what? I'm now looking to go long here. Oh, look, a nice strong upward trend, higher lows, comes up, comes back down, pulls back to the moving average. Moving average is still strong. Then we break above this high. Oh, I'm looking to go long here. Oh, that was the trade there. Just a short-term trade for a day. That's what trading is all about, right? Get in, get out, profit, right? Now, I can go a lot more deeper with you guys than I do with my coaching clients. What I'm talking about here, right, guys, is what I call my level 1 type of trading, right? My level 2 type of trading, now, that's when we can start to talk about something that can last, a few months sometimes and really, 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 really big profits from there. So, traders, and that's what I do with my coaching clients. That's why I say, don't go through 2025 alone, right? If you have been trading the markets for a while and you've been struggling, then you need to change some things, right? You need to start having a trading system. You need to have some sort of discipline behind you. You need to get some help, all right, about your psychology and your mindset and your emotional control and all that sort of stuff, right? And that's the reason why I have a 12-month coaching program that I hold your hand through the entire year to help you and guide you through that process. If you do need some help, guys, then go to getjohntop.com, that third link in the description there, and I'll be able to help you out and guide you through this, because stuff that I'm teaching you here, guys, one thing is that we use techniques to help increase our success rate. And I promise you're going to get 70-80% success rate just by what I taught you today in this video here on this YouTube video today. But again, the whole thing about that is that now what you don't want to do, now see what I did there? Just by utilizing the chart and one moving average, you can increase it from 50-50 to 70 to possibly 80% success rate. Now we can utilize things to maximize, let your profits run, cut your losses short, so on and so forth, right? There's all these layers here. What most people do is then suddenly they have that. Yes, cool. Now let's add a stochastic and a MACD and an RSI and all this sort of stuff. Now you're confused on what to do. That's where the confusion comes involved with. But I just taught you 3 techniques today. What is the trend? If there is no trend, there's no trade. But if there is a trend in place, that's what we have to go through, right? Then wait, and then we need to have a strong moving average, call it a 24 on the daily chart, and then we're waiting for the market to pull back to the moving average before we can go long again. If the markets get too far away, we need to wait for the pullback here first before we can go long again, right? The reason why, now, circle that back to the reason why I'm saying right now is this. Again, anything can happen, but if I'm looking at my moving average, what's my moving average doing right now? Now, it doesn't mean there's a trade here, right? I still need, for me, I actually have an actual proper 5-point checklist that I'm looking for that utilizes a lot what I taught you here, but just to find, now I have the trend analysis, I have the moving averages, I have the pullback, but I'm also looking for the exact type of entry bar. See, a lot of you guys are guessing should I be in, should I be out? The reason why I love trading the way that I trade, because I know the exact type of bar I'm looking to get in on. There's no no, this is the bar I'm looking to get in on. There's no guessing. But from a technical analysis point of view, if I'm looking at gold, what's gold doing? The moving average is trending down. So if I'm looking at it from a short-term technical analysis perspective, not from an investing point of view, right, guys? This is short-term analysis. If I'm looking at it from a short-term analysis, there's actually more of a probability of this market going down at this particular time, right? And so one of the big things I'm watching for right now is this level of support. We're holding this level of support around, especially recently, around that 2,620 level. If we do break that, we have, what do we have here? high, lower high, and a lower low, we've actually got a downward trending from the market, okay? The market's saying we're going downward trending. That's not me, that's market, okay? And then we have moving average coming down through here. So we have trend analysis starting to roll over. We have the moving average then starting to go down, right? So again, when this happens here, guys, if in doubt, you stay out, right? If you're saying the market's going to go up and so on and so forth because of external reasons, well, a trader, here's one thing for you guys. If you trade the market, you use technical analysis, not fundamentals. You cannot trade the market on a fundamental announcement. Oh, there's war in Ukraine, let's go long. Oh, the debt bubble, let's go long. No, right? By the way, guys, for you guys that say the debt bubble is going to explode, oh, really? You know they've been saying that for 10 years now? Right? So that's the thing about gold, guys. This is short-term analysis here to really help you and guide you through that process. Now, that's silver and gold through there. Let's go look at some of the indices right now. So looking at the Dow Jones. Actually, let's bring on, so the Dow Jones, very strong upward trend. Even if we did get a little bit of a drop to the downside here on the Dow Jones, very, 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 very strong market when it comes to the indices from here. Really, really, really strong movement from here. Same for the NASDAQ as well too. Really strong market. If we do have a bit of a drop to the downside, one thing I'm looking at is my shorter term moving average here. And again, I would not want to be long. I would not want to be short this market. And anyone that's been short this market, which I know some people are, remember I said before, rule number one, what's that? The trend. If there is a trend in place, the only thing you can do is go with that, right? And anyone that's looking to short here, or short here, or short here, or short it here, guess what? You have gotten run over 100% of the time. But if you said, oh, well, the trend's up, I only can go long, I only can go long, I only can go long, I only can go long. Oh, now you've increased your success rate even more. Then now let's look at the moving averages and everything we talked about in today's video. Let's go look at the S&P 500, right? The thing about, now here's the thing. One thing I've noticed, whenever we do go through these really big bull moves, we tend to get these small candles, right? We don't get really big moves out of, like we don't get big green candles. Not like the crypto market. That's okay. Anyway, so what we tend to get is, as you can see, whenever we do get a movement in a direction, we get what? We tend to get small candles all the way in that movement. Make sense? So all the way. And so what's happening right now is the trend's up, high lows, nice move, small little red candle. I would not want to be fighting this. And last but not least, King Russell. Well, not King Russell. Not King Russell today, right? We got a break below this level through here on the Russell here. But let me bring this chart up through here. One thing I do see happening with the Russell is we're getting a little bit of a pullback here. I believe this is going to be like a bit of a mock charge from here, where we get a bit of a pullback. The trend is up, so we can't be short. Okay, we cannot be short this market right now. But I believe just by seeing this, the trend is still up. We're getting a little bit of a pullback, and see the moving average. Like, look at this here. Look how strong that moving average is. So we're possibly getting very, very close to that level there. And maybe over the next couple of days, we're going to turn around and then start to see this thing really start to make the horsey noise, right? Make a really big move. Because once it does, remember I said before, what's the trend? Remember, what's the trend? And wait for a pullback to the moving average. What's the trend? Wait for a pullback to the moving average. It's all the same thing, right, guys? So you guys make it all complicated. You guys are like, oh, what? But John, but what about the war? John, what about the debt bubble? John, what about inflation? But John, this stochastic is giving me divergence. See what I'm saying here? The reason why I'm saying this here, you guys are focusing on all this other stuff that doesn't actually really make trading much easier for you, and to give you some sort of consistency with your trading, right? And then that's where you go down that path from there. And so that's what I'm seeing through there, guys. And last but not least, last on the list is definitely the good old Bitcoin. And Bitcoin. That's right, it's bitter coin. Bitter coin. It's bitter for a lot of people, I'll tell you that. Now, the reason why I'm saying Bitcoin is Bitcoin looks like Bitcoin just got a bit of a false breakout here. False breakout, baby, right? So let's bring this up here. Look at this here. So look at the 4-hour chart, right? Look what happened here. This is the 4-hour chart. Look what happened here. Complete movement up and complete and utter false breakout to the downside. Complete and utter false breakout. We went straight up and now we've come straight down, engulfing this entire move. What does that mean? This is a 4-hour chart. Now let's go to the hourly chart from here. This is the hourly chart. Look what's happening. It went straight up, failed, and then went straight back down. Now, what does that mean? That means we're now probably going to now the drop is probably going to be starting real soon. I've been looking for a drop to come in the markets. Let me take off the volume here. Let's just take off. I don't need you, and yeah, I don't need you, right? So as you can see here, that the market's gone up, slowly gone up, and then we had this big movement to the upside, and now this is a daily chart, and this complete and utter rejection through here. I wonder what the volume was today. Yeah, strong movement on the downside. So that tells me, guys, that we're probably getting ready to have a strong movement on the downside. That was the daily charts. This is the hourly charts. Once again, by looking at this 4-hour chart, a complete and utter false breakout, complete and utter sucker rally. Now, for my coaching clients, what I do is I teach them here, even though this is a false breakout, there's actually what's called a level 2 type of trade for my coaching clients that we still can have a trade through here, but looking at the shorter time frame charts, it's pretty powerful. Even if we can see a false breakout happening, trading a 5-minute chart or a 15-minute chart, there's still some really, really amazing opportunities from there, from trading purpose, right? Because remember, guys, what is trading? For you guys that buy and hold Bitcoin, you're not a trader. You buy and hold something. A trader is what? What is a trader? You're looking for opportunities. You're getting in. You're getting out. You cut your losses short. You're holding for a few days, maybe for a week or two. Getting out, taking profits, look for another opportunity, right? That's what a trader is. Well, I trade Bitcoin. I've been holding it for 3 years. You're not a trader. Come on now, right? So, but as look what's happening here, and I've actually been bearish Bitcoin, and I know some people would have seen this breakout. Here we go, baby, right? And then it goes back to the upside, and you think this is going to run over. But I saw this breakout. I'm just like, oh, this is probably going to be a sucker breakout. This is probably going to be a sucker breakout. And it's exactly what it was, right? And now we're getting a complete reversal. Look at this again. Look at this here. This is the hourly chart here on Bitcoin. We've got this big movement to the upside. And the big reason why I saw this being a false breakout is this. Let me show you this here. I look at patterns here in markets, okay? I look at patterns, and this is that. Let me take you off the screen here. I look at patterns in the markets, and one thing I've noticed by looking at different patterns in the markets is this. I'm just trying to see if there's another example here. All right, no, it's only here. Whenever I see this here, I look at the market like an energy field, right? An energy field, and the really big thing that I see is that when the market's going up, it's using energy, right? And if it makes a really big move, it's used a lot of energy to go up. Then I see the market going sideways as the refueling phase. Market goes sideways, especially if we pull back to the moving average, goes back, pulls back to the moving average, and then it's refueled to go again, okay? So we get a sideways, we get the movement coming down from here. And when we get the movement coming down through here, this is the market refueling, right? If we have a very big move through here, well, then we need an equal, there's the price move to the upside. We need this sort of phase through here to be sort of very, very close to what this is here to now refuel, right? Because we've spent a lot of energy, now done that. Now, what can happen sometimes is you have a very big move in a market. Very, 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 very big move. It does something like this, a real short. See how we've actually just had that's real short there? Very big move to the upside, even though it's with the trend, very strong move to the upside. And guess what? We're using energy, buying it, using energy, using energy, using energy, using energy, using energy, using energy. And then like that, right? You used a lot of energy and now you need to go refuel. But you didn't go, you might have spent an hour at the gym getting your ass kicked by your coach, like I did last night with my boxing coach, straight to the upside. And then you might be absolutely totally spent, and then the coach might give you a few minute break, and he says, right, let's go again. And you try to go again, and guess what happens? You die. You're like, oh, I got nothing left, coach. I'm dead. And then that happens on you, right? Which gives you now enough of a time going sideways to refuel before we go again. So this is when you can see a lot of the times you get these false breakout type of moves when you get this type of action happen. The reason why I'm saying that is this. Look at this here. From this point here to this point there was what? That there was the energy using phase. Look at this here. That there is what? That there is just the energy building phase. Remember I said before, when we have a very big move up and we only have a small sideways movement? If we have a very big move up, we need a really good long extended period before we get going again, right? But look, see this here? See how we had a very big move up? It only had this small amount of fuel, and then we try to get going again. Now, this is not a, people, some traders are looking for 100%. Like, this doesn't happen all the time, John. I would say that probably 8 times out of 10, you're going to get a false breakout. And every now and then, the market's the 20% of the time, it's going to give you the breakout and it's going to keep running, right? But I didn't care about that. I want to have the odds on my side of what's going on. And this is the reason why I saw this being a complete and utter false breakout to the upside. So I hope this helps you out there today, traders. Traders, once again, if you do really need some help, if you've struggled this year really, and you know you need some help, right? Every successful person in this world has some sort of mentor or coach that they can go to because they know how to get you to where you want to go, right? If you are struggling this year, then don't do it by yourself. If you're serious about doing well out of trading, and if you did get stuck in my Bitcoin, right? If you want to do well out of trading, then join my coaching program where you can at least apply for it. If you go to getjohnshelp.com, right? It's a 12-month process. You get access to my top trading systems. You get access to my scanning process. You get access to my overall process of how I trade half an hour a day to generate a really good income. And again, if you go to getjohnshelp.com, you'll be able to see my return this year on my trading account. And my trading account is only trade half an hour per day. Now, when I say trade half an hour a day, I'm looking to get into trades today and hold it for a few weeks by only looking at the market half an hour a day, by managing, getting in, and all that sort of stuff when it comes to my trades. Plus, also, you're part of a community to really help you out. If you do want 2025 to be the best year ever for you, then go to Get John's Help. That's that third link in the description. Go over there right now. Click on the apply button. You'll be able to see all that is it. Apply for this, and then you and I will actually personally speak to me on the phone, and then we'll see. Have a good chat, and we'll see if this is actually a good fit for you. Speak to you soon, guys.